Would you like to improve your English fluency and learn a variety of useful proverbs? Welcome to Jen's Jyugyou. My name is Jen, and today I'm going to teach you 12 of my favorite proverbs. Before we begin, let's talk about what a proverb is. A proverb is a short sentence that is full of different advice for people. They are wise words that have been passed down from generation to generation. Basically, proverbs are short sayings that offer a lot of wisdom to other people. For today's lesson, I have chosen my favorite 12 English proverbs to share with you. Our first proverb for today is, no news is good news. No news is good news. No news is good news means that if you don't hear negative news, then it's best to assume that there is no negative news. Everything is okay and you don't have to worry. So we usually use this proverb to give advice to someone, to say to them, hey, don't worry. Just because you have not heard anything doesn't mean that there is something bad that you need to hear. The doctor hasn't called her yet, even though it has been almost a week. So my mom feels a little bit worried. To help her stop worrying, I said to her, Mom, no news is good news. Our second proverb for today is, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover could also be said as, you can't judge a book by its cover. That's another way of saying the same proverb. What this means is that you cannot judge the way somebody truly is on the inside, or the way the qualities of something actually is, just by looking at its appearance or looking at their appearance. If I show you this book, the cover of the book looks kind of boring. So you might think, that's a very boring book. But the story inside is actually a very exciting mystery. So you can't judge or criticize this book based just by looking at the outside. If I see somebody and I just look at their appearance, maybe my first thought is, wow, they don't look like they're very smart at all. But my friend could say to me, don't judge a book by its cover. That guy has 2 PhDs. If I say to my friend, that restaurant doesn't look very appetizing. It looks dirty on the outside. My friend could say, don't judge a book by its cover. They have some of the best food in the whole city. Our third proverb for today is, the early bird gets the worm. And sometimes people will say this proverb as, the early bird catches the worm. What this means is that people who arrive early for things, it could be waking up early to go to work, or it could be arriving at a specific destination early. People who arrive early will succeed. So you have more chances of success if you get somewhere early. If I am showing up at the office early every single day, it will impress my boss. So chances are I will get a promotion more than someone who is not there as early. So the early bird catches the worm. A very similar proverb to this is, you snooze, you lose. Meaning if you do something too late, then you will miss a good opportunity. So the early bird catches the worm, and you snooze, you lose. Proverb number 4 is, 2 wrongs don't make a right. What this proverb basically means is that if somebody does something bad to you, taking revenge on that person does not make the situation acceptable. It's not acceptable to take revenge on someone just because they have done something wrong to you. We often use this as a way of telling someone that they should not try and take revenge. The 2 bad things don't cancel each other out. So 2 wrongs don't make a right. Revenge is never the answer. Proverb number 5 is, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. What this proverb means is that it is generally better to tell the truth rather than telling a lie. If I accidentally break something that belongs to someone else, and that person finds out and asks, who broke this? What happened? And I say, I don't know. No, honesty is the best policy. If I broke something that belongs to my friend, I need to be honest and say to them, I'm really, really sorry. It's my fault. I'll pay to replace it or pay to fix it if it's possible, something like that. So honesty is the best policy. It is better to tell the truth, because if you lie about something, your lie can be discovered and it will make the problem even worse. So honesty is the best policy. Proverb number 6 is actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. What this means is that the way you behave, what you actually do, is more important than just saying something. If my husband tells me, yeah, I'll take out the garbage. Yeah, of course I'll take out the garbage. I promise I'll take out the garbage. But a week goes by and he still hasn't taken out the garbage. Actions speak louder than words. His actions show me that he hasn't taken out the garbage, so I'm getting angry because he broke his promise. So I could go to my husband and say, hey, the garbage is still there, you know? And if he says to me again, oh, I promise I'll take it out, I can just look at him and say, actions speak louder than words. Meaning if you really have the intention of doing this action, you would just do it instead of saying you're going to do it. Proverb number 7 is something excellent to keep in mind. It is, the grass is always greener on the other side. The grass is always greener on the other side. You shouldn't compare yourself or your life, your situation, to what other people have. A lot of people think that someone else's life is perfect. Maybe they see them and they think, oh, they have a great job and they have a wonderful husband and a beautiful car and they must have an amazing life. But the grass is always greener on the other side. I think that everything that they have in their life is better than what I have, but in reality, there's probably a lot of problems and difficulties and hard things that I don't see or that I can't see. So the grass is always greener on the other side is used to express the fact that you think that what someone has is better than what you have. But in reality, it usually is not. Proverb number 8 is practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. What this proverb means is that if you regularly do a certain exercise or repeatedly and constantly study a certain language or do a certain activity again and again and again, then you will become much, much better at it. Your skills in that area will greatly, greatly improve. You can become perfect, or at least very, very proficient in a certain area. I have a friend who wants to become a soccer player. And every day they're practicing soccer and playing soccer and working on shooting goals and so on. And I say to them, hey, you're doing really great. And she says, no, not yet. I'll say to her, practice makes perfect. So it's a way of encouraging someone to keep going. Don't give up. So for you studying English, don't give up. Practice makes perfect. If you keep studying every day and you keep practicing, then you will be able to improve your English skills because practice makes perfect. Also, if you subscribe to Jen's Jyugyou and ring the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, then you can practice your English skills with my lessons without missing any lessons. So, because practice makes perfect, you should subscribe. Proverb number 9 is, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. So obviously the city of Rome took longer than one day to build. And similar to that, whatever skill that you are working hard at practicing to try and make perfect, you can't expect the results to be immediate because good things in life take time. So if someone says to you, Rome wasn't built in a day, it's a way of telling you to please be patient because Great things take time and hard work over a long span. So if you are sitting there watching my video and you think, I've been studying English for 2, 3, 5, 10 years and I still feel like I'm not perfect, and you just said that practice makes perfect and I've been practicing, I want to encourage you by saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. To be perfect at English is very, very difficult. To become fluent in English is a better goal. If you'd like to learn more about how to set SMART goals to help you achieve your goals in not just English, but in other areas of your life too, please check out a video I made about how to create SMART goals for true success. Proverb number 10 is slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. What this means is that for true success, especially long-term success, you can get better success by taking your time and doing things properly in order to reach your goal without rushing. This proverb comes from a very famous folk tale of the tortoise and the hare, where the hare was always in a rush and rushing around and challenged the tortoise to a race. However, at the end of the race, the tortoise, who consistently did his best, although he was slow, was the winner of the race because the hare was rushing around everywhere and then took a nap. So doing something steady and consistently over a long period of time guarantees more success than just rushing through things. Proverb number 10 is better late than never. Better late than never. What this proverb means is that it is actually beneficial to do something past the deadline or past the point when you were supposed to do it, rather than not doing it at all. So if you arrive late to an important business meeting, it's better that you got there late rather than not showing up for the meeting at all. Because if you don't attend the meeting at all, that's causes more problems than just being late for the meeting. So even though you are late and maybe you feel embarrassed, oh, everyone's looking at me going into the meeting, I'm late, I can't believe this, it is more beneficial for you to be late than to not show up at all. So it's better late than never. Proverb number 12 is laughter is the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine. This is an excellent proverb which helps to remind people that during a really sad or difficult or stressful time, it is best to try and remain positive, try and stay cheerful about things. After my father passed away, about a week later, I was feeling kind of depressed. But my husband told me a funny story about my father and I laughed, and that story made me feel better. But then I felt a little bit guilty for laughing because my father had passed away. I shouldn't be laughing. But when I expressed the fact that, oh, I feel guilty for laughing now, my husband said, no, laughter is the best medicine. Meaning, even during difficult times, you need to try and stay positive and stay cheerful. So today, you learned my favorite 12 proverbs in English. 12 excellent pieces of advice which have helped guide me and my thinking and my personality throughout my life. So hopefully these proverbs can also help you. And now it's time for question of the day. Today I have 2 questions for you. My first question is, which of the proverbs from today's lesson do you think is the best and why? And my second question is, do you have any similar proverbs to any of these 12 in your own language? Please let me know your answers to these 2 questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, please subscribe to Jen's Jyugyou and give this video a thumbs up. Good luck with your English studies, everyone. Practice makes perfect, but remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. See you in the next lesson.